Sigma Whiskey. Addio beautiful. Razgled. Čak sam mental picture naredimo prav. Time seems to be moving fast this year, and summer already greeted us with long and warm sunny days. The wheat fields that were lush and green not too long ago have now turned into a dry golden ocean swaying in the wind. The days are never ending, and the sound of crickets in the long grass, along with birds and the rustling trees in the wind, are like nature's orchestra playing just for us from dawn till dusk. This year's spring was abundant and full of opportunities to forage for things growing in the wild, and at that time of year the forests were filled with an intoxicating scent of elderflower. Elderflower trees are a treasure of old traditions, and their flowers or berries can be used in various different ways. I decided to pick some of the flowers to make elderflower syrup for a cold sweet drink to be enjoyed on a hot summer day. The garden has since transformed into a jungle, and things are growing at an accelerating pace. Gardening is the most natural and fulfilling thing I ever started doing, and it is an extremely grounding and satisfying feeling to tend to it. It's hard to believe that the tiny seeds I planted not too long ago are now full-grown plants already producing food for our table. Gradually, I could put more and more different things into my wicker basket. My vegetables seem to thrive, apart from some that have been attacked by slugs multiple times. I had to re-sow some of my seedlings a couple of times because of that. Otherwise, growth really picked up, and my once bare beds were suddenly vibrant and full of life. It was a long-time dream of mine to have a garden, and I could never have imagined our yard looking like something out of a storybook. I love spending time in my little jungle, and it's sometimes hard to go inside when I'm surrounded by flowers and vegetables growing to nourish me and my family. Although sometimes challenging situations will present themselves that are impossible to foresee, and I had to deal with losing some of my crops due to extreme weather. Like last year, where we had that storm that destroyed my greenhouse, this year's storm broke some of my corn plants. However, I am happy to report that the new greenhouse withheld the raging wind, and I since then reinforced my plants. Summer is always such an active time, and it doesn't take long for us to suddenly crave quieter days, taking a breather and resting for a while. A change of scenery is always a way to break out of the routine a little bit, so I drove to the other side of the country to see my friends Diana and Eva. We had a lovely weekend planned out, spending time near mountain lakes, eating delicious food Diana had prepared for us. I love how remote and quiet it is where she lives, and while she longs for more adventure, I yearn for peace and calm away from the buzzing life of the city.
Something with a view. Tako da. Težko faliti. Really nice. we could do both lakes in one day. Tle pojemo, malo pohengamo in pa gremo se kopat. Kaj se dija, evo. Ja, saj ni bad. Jaz grem kar v sandalih. Aha, I know. You can make it small, naravno spet, ne levo. Why did you do that? Abo. To se zabil.
The next day, the forecast wasn't looking too great, but we still decided to go to a local river and cool off a little bit near the natural pools that the stream has created over the years.
Oh my god. Ej, vse je drugače kot bilo. Dobro, če nekaj bo upadlo z grelom.
When we got there, however, we learned a valuable lesson about life and nature. Nothing is permanent, and the pools that Diana and Ava swam in when they were little were gone completely because of a huge landslide that altered the flow of the river. We barely navigated through now almost unrecognizable terrain and found a little riverbank where we could rest for a while and admire the exposed time capsule of raw layers of rocks and giant boulders scattered across the canyon.
Trees, they are singing to the tune of a song, and the wind is gently ringing the bell that brings the morning, welcome of the dawn. The voice of the robin, call of the dove, the red leaves are falling, the barn owl is calling, the welcome of the dawn. The dogs will be howling in the early morning light, nights are turning colder, soon the falling of the frost. Soon the summer will be over. You feel the change is closer at the welcome of the dawn. The trees, they are singing to the tune of a song, and the wind is gently ringing the bell that brings the morning, the welcome of the dawn. Though the warm days are over, they are not forever gone. Like the dust brings the night, the summer brings the fall. It won't be long till harvest comes. Morning brings the welcome of the dawn. Daylight is calling, welcome of the dawn.
Between working long hours and weekends, I tried my best to squeeze in some fun as well. And when Tina asked me if I wanted to go to the lake one Saturday morning and later attend a concert downtown, I couldn't say no.
There is no stopping me. Water is my friend. Water is her life. You can't stop. You can't stop the dog from getting to the water. She's gone. She's gone. Somebody swears. I had a dog. And now you don't. And now she's back. And now she's gone.
It felt like one of those good old days when life was carefree and I had time to run around and enjoy myself in the best company.
I got it.
Some time at your own pace, you need to find your way. I know now you'll never change your mind for something that matters to me. You do not know what I have in mind. I packed our bags, we'll be on our way. The night was long as I waited without a sign. As I know what matters to you. But what do you want? What's your biggest need? Every hour we spend together, and suddenly the chances are small, just like the lottery.